Like, you might die if you turn this on, so maybe don't do that. Hi, my name is Naia Butler-Craig, and I'm an aerospace engineering graduate student. The specific technology that I work on in grad school is something called the electric rocket propulsion, or an electric rocket thruster. And so that is a type of rocket that uses electricity to get around, as opposed to fire and fuel that you're typically used to if you see like a SpaceX rocket. Electric propulsion is a type of propulsion that's only suitable in the vacuum of space. And so what we want to do is make them as efficient as possible, make them as technologically advanced as possible, so that we can go to places like Mars and beyond Mars, so that we can continue to explore the solar system that we are part of. So my personal long-term mission is actually to become a mission specialist astronaut. I would like to build the rocket that gets us around space when we go, but I'd also like to be in the crew capsule when we get out there. That idea and dream really manifested in middle school for me, actually. Since 8th grade, it's been aerospace engineering. I pretty much never changed my mind. And I've always wanted to be an astronaut. It was hard to find a role model for myself, because I am a young Black woman and I wanted to be an astronaut, and I want to be an astronaut still. At the time, I didn't really know who to look up to, and my family, when I told them this is what I want to do, they were like, where the heck did that come from? And so I was at church this one time, and I was in our gym, in the church gym, and I saw this poster on the wall, and it was of Dr. Mae Jemison. And she's a chemical engineer. She's a philanthropist, and she's an astronaut. And she became the first woman of color to go to space in 1992, I believe. And so she was everything I wanted to be. And then to put the cherry on top, she was a dancer. And like, to the point where I believe she was almost going to dance professionally. And I grew up dancing. Like, dance was a very core passion to me. And I just adored that, like, she was able to balance her passions so well that she was able to pursue both in different ways. She became who I started to model my journey after. She was the one that I was like, okay, you're it. If you can do this, I can do this too. And not only are you an awesome, super smart astronaut, you also dance and you have a creative outlet, and you don't have to choose. That story has always been so important to me. What I would tell middle school Naia is to, one, believe in herself and know that she's capable of way more than she could ever imagine. And I would emphasize the importance of having confidence, because it affects how you show up, it affects how you perform. It's the thing that's gonna push you to speak up in those rooms, and that can get you noticed and get you in the right places. It's the thing that's gonna tell you to trust your gut when you have a scientific idea. And so when you're not confident, all of it stays inside. When it's really, really good, everybody needs to hear it. You add so much value when you let all that out. Earlier in my career, when I was doing those internships as an undergraduate student, I thought I had to conform. I thought I had to look like the people around me. I thought I had to speak like the people around me. I thought I had to laugh at the same jokes. And so I tried to be like the people around me, as opposed to recognizing, which I do recognize now, that like my uniqueness and like all of my personal life experience contribute to this super cool niche perspective that I have. And that perspective, when I share that, that's where I add value. And I don't have to pick and choose what I want to present to the world. I just show up as all of me, and I add so much value anywhere that I go, but specifically in science, because I think that science is an inherently creative field, and like, you need a level of creativity and ingenuity to be successful in it. But you lose those when you cut off parts of yourself that make you who you are. I've never seen my dreams as like, I want to have all this knowledge so I can be super smart and be cool, go to space and look cool and be the space girl. It's always been like, I want to get all this knowledge, I want to absorb everything so I can do things that the next generation can build on. Because when you get too caught up in the small picture, it's like, okay, I got classes, I got homework, I got this paper due, or, but when I'm thinking about the fact that my work is and eventually is going to result in humanity becoming better, I mean, it's the best motivator.